after they have learned, yeah, I kind of like to say about horses' body language, but it's not really body language, you know. Horses' way of communicating with each other and way of communicating with us. After they've learned a little bit about that, then we start to get the kids to take the horses for a walk. So that's pretty cool. Things to think about doing this bit is, you know, for me, it's really important that all of my instructors are saying the same thing. You know, I say, you want to make a relationship, I say the most important part of being a leader, I think, is having a plan, having an idea about what you want to do, because it's the idea that you want to do something that gives you pretty much the authority to go ahead and say to the horse that we want to do it. So it's a really important part. So basically we talk about, do you have a plan? And then that comes into stuff like, look where you want to go. Just go there. Encourage your horse to come with you when they come. Make it clear that they have gotten it right. Relax. Let your hands hang down to your side. Let there be a loop in the rein. That type of thing. You know, ask your horse before you go, come with me. Don't just like walk off and yank on them. So, if you want to make a relationship with somebody or something, you got to do something together, okay? So I got to know all your names and stuff. That was like something to do to kind of get to know you a little bit. So the thing that you're going to do with the horses to get to know them is you are going to take them for a walk. You could just come up and give them a pat, but sometimes that's kind of weird. If I didn't really know you and I just came up and like gave you a pat, you might be like, ugh, you know, that's kind of weird. So it's a little bit the same for horses. Sometimes when you first meet a horse, people go in and they're like, oh, I'm going to pat him. And the horse is like, you are? And people can think, oh, he doesn't like me. That probably it's not that he doesn't like you. It's just that he doesn't know you yet. You haven't done anything together. So the thing that you're going to do together is you're going to take them for a walk, okay? So I'll demonstrate. You ready? Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Booker. Come on. Is that going to work? No. Should I be more forceful? Yeah, okay. Move it! Now! Right now! Now! Not working there. Okay. What should I pull him?
Yeah, like guide him gently.
Guide him gently. I could pull him? No. I'm teasing you guys, can I tell? Can you tell? Yeah? I'm teasing you. Okay, so really, the thing is all what I'm kind of going to get at is that basically, as far as I can tell, in order to be a good leader, you have to have one thing. Do you know what it is? Okay, a plan. If you're going to be the leader, you have to have an idea about what you want to do, okay? So I'm going to get myself a plan in my head. I'm going to go over to the power pole over there maybe. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to go. Now if he doesn't come with me, I'll encourage him, guide him gently. But as soon as he's coming with me, I'm going to let that be a good idea. I'm going to relax. I'm going to let my hands hang down. I'm going to try to be nice to be with, okay? So I'll try. I'm going to go to the power pole. Let's go. So if he doesn't come, a little gentle guidance. As soon as he comes, I go, yeah. And I make that a good idea. I relax. I try to be nice to be with. I'm not going to drag him like this because he's with me. I'm going to relax. I choose where we go all the time because I'm the leader. If I want to go that way, I just go. If I want to stop, I stop. If I want to go this way, I just go. I expect him to come with me, okay? It's pretty easy. If I walked faster, he should probably walk faster. If I go slower, he should probably go slower. If I want to stop, he should stop. And all the time, when he's doing the right thing, I let him know that he's getting it right by just relaxing and trying to be good to be with, okay? If you have walked around with the horse and it is pretty happy and he kind of likes you, he might be like, it was really nice to meet you. Is he going to do that? No, that's right, he's not. He could be like, high five. How would that be? Not actually very good. He'd probably smash you. Yeah. That would be bad. Okay, but he could be like, and stand really close to you. Is that awkward? It is awkward because their feet are stuck on the ground and they can't speak English, okay? So they have to do stuff like bring their head next to you. All right? And it's kind of nice. I like it, and I just kind of want you guys to be able to appreciate that. So, you know, if you've walked your horse around and they go and stand kind of like hover next to you, how Matu is all kind of cozied up to Maddie, that's cool. And you should, you know, be happy about it. You can give them a pat and a rub, but lots of times people come out and just want to rub them right away, and one, they could be asleep like that, or two, they don't know you yet. So just walk them around a little bit and then have a nice pat. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go with Booker? Yeah. Now, oh, one last thing. This no longer exists. So if you want to go to Maggie, say you just go out and over the fence to her. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, it could exist for Booker now. So you get to go through here last time. There you go.
So yeah, like we said, we're making a relationship with our horses by doing something together. So these guys get an opportunity to do that by leading their horses around, taking them for a walk. Lots of skills can get developed in this area. The thought that in order to be a good leader, you need to do things. You need to have a little plan about what you want to happen. We use a lot of different exercises to make this work with the kids. A big thing is that I really like to see them asking the horse first, making sure they get that little bit of a connection, like that, before they head off. And then they need to be clear about where they're going. There's a little bit of a time sometimes where it takes them a little while to make that balance between caring what the horse is doing behind them and being able to focus on being a good leader and having a bit of a plan. And you can watch them as they get more confident. They don't worry so much about the horse behind them, and they just start thinking about where they want to go, and the horse just settles down and nicely behind them. We use turning away from the horse as well as turning towards the horse, because it's a good opportunity to see that the horse will move out of their way without them having to indicate too much. That's kind of a big thing, and it gives them a bit of a confidence when they start to turn into their horse like that, and without indicating anything, their horse just gets out of their way. At times, there's lots of people, several instructors and several horses all in the arena, and it is kind of a little bit of art of choreography to make sure that the kids don't run into each other, the horses don't run into each other and have any kind of, little disputes or things that they might have, because it's really important that their whole experience is a positive one, that no situations that could be avoided come up, so that they can just fully engage with their horse, get to know them, feel confident and comfortable around them, because through that confidence you get to the next bits where they're riding and doing fun things. They have a much better time. It's cool as they get confident, they can really show, make up their own minds where the horses are going, and that's pretty good. But sometimes if kids start to lose a little bit of focus and don't know what they're doing, it is a good idea to go ahead and help them to have some ideas. I usually tell them to focus on places to go. We don't usually use left and right very often. It's more about destinations. On the ground is also a really good place to start working with tempo, raising your energy, getting your horse to follow and walk a little bit faster, and slowing your energy down. Because obviously pace regulation is really a big deal when you're riding. And on the ground like this, leading is the best place to start to understand pace regulation for the horses and for the kids to be able to communicate it.
My horses are pretty good. They know enough to not have big arguments with each other around kids. But, they are still horses, and they can still have communication with each other, and we still need to be careful and look after the kids that we have. So a big part of it is making sure that they all kind of look out for each other, stop, let the other one go, that type of thing. When we park up back at the people paddock, there's a big wooden fence around like this, and the horses have to all kind of park up chest first, with us standing there, so that we don't have bums all angled in around each other and everything like that. We don't have horses going past the front of someone else. It is pretty strictly controlled, because it's a pretty not scary situation, but it's a cool situation with a lot of responsibility, having a bunch of kids around a bunch of horses, But, we have to make sure that the kids have the best experience possible by keeping them safe and comfortable. That's really important.